Now we look at the concept of scalars and vectors. Scalars or scalar quantities you can call scalars and vectors. Based upon the directional property, you can classify them into two categories. All the physical quantities can be classified into two categories. First one is called as a scalar. Scalar is nothing but the physical quantity which has only direction. The physical quantity which has only magnitude, but no direction is called a scalar. So as an example, you can take mass, distance, density, etc. So these quantities do not have any direction. It has only magnitude but no direction. So these are the examples. Similarly, when the physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction, is called a vector. Example, you can take displacement, velocity, acceleration, etc. So we have already gone through the definitions of distance and displacement, and based upon the directional property, I have categorized them into two types, scalars and vectors. So in case of the distance, it is covering some quantity of position, quantity of distance. So it has only the magnitude. That is the reason it is called as a scalar. So what does it mean by a scalar means? In physics, we generally come across various physical quantities. So based upon the directional property, we categorize them into the two types. So a scalar is one, the physical quantity which has only magnitude but no direction is called as a scalar. So example, mass. So suppose 1 kg of sugar I call. So sugar is certain quantity and it is nothing to do with the directional property. That is the reason it is a scalar. Similarly, distance also, as I mentioned previously, whenever a body is moving from one position to the other position, if it is going to the second position in any manner, so its direction, when it is started towards the east, suppose it is taking the north direction, then going to the west, likewise if it is keeping on changing its directions and reaching the final point, then you say that it is a scalar because it is not properly following the particular direction. It has got certain quantity of distance covered. So it has only magnitude but no direction. That is the reason it is a scalar. Whereas in case of displacement, it is following a certain route, certain direction. Suppose it is started with east, means it continuously travels along the east direction only and reaches the final destination. That means it is having certain directional property. So it has both magnitude, distance covered, as well as in a particular direction. That is the reason it is a vector. So distance is a scalar, displacement is a vector.